Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Study Planet. I'm Tvisha this side, and today we are gonna study the chapter integers. And according to the NCERT, we're gonna study the class 7th topics, right? The video with the class 6 topics of integers chapter is in the description box. Please check that video also. Alright, so let's move on. So first we'll recapitulate the last video. So the topics which we covered were what are integers, addition and subtraction on number line, addition and subtraction rule. Right. Now first let's study what are integers. Integers are a collection of negative numbers like -1, -2, -3, even -100, right? 0, you all know, and positive numbers also you all know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, right? Now on a number line, numbers on the right are always greater than the numbers on the left. Okay, now ordering of integers, positive numbers are greater than negative numbers like 6 minus 7. Okay, so in this 6 is greater, right, because it comes on the right, and 0 is greater than all the negative numbers like -7, -100, even -1000, minus infinite is always less than 0, right? Negative numbers behave opposite to the positive numbers, like 2 is not greater than 5, obviously 5 is greater, right? Now but in the negative numbers, if we see -2 and -5, -2 will be greater because it comes on the right. Okay, now let's move on to addition and subtraction on number line. Now to add a positive number, go right on the number line, right side. To add a negative number, go left on the number line, left side. Okay, now example is here, -4 plus 5. So -4 is here, right? Now when we move 1, 2, 3, 4 and the last step, that's 5. So we land up here on 1, right? So -4 plus 5 is equal to 1. Now since we cannot make this every time, this table every time, so for that we have an easy way. Okay, so let's see that easy way. So we'll study that by addition rule. Now when the signs are same, add them and keep the sign, like -2 -3, so we'll just keep the same sign and we'll add the two numbers. Now when the signs are different, subtract and use the sign of the larger number. -2 plus 4 is equivalent to 2, right? Now additive inverse, when two numbers are added and give the sum as 0, the numbers are called additive inverse of each other. Like additive inverse of -5, so -5 plus 0 is 5, sorry 0. Okay, now additive inverse of 72 is 72 plus -72 is equal to 72 minus 72, which is same as 0. So here is a figure, right? Now minus a plus a is equal to 0 because minus plus minus, right? So we'll subtract and keep the sign of the larger number, since 0 does not have a sign. It's not a negative number, not a positive number. So that's why 0 does not possess the sign. Okay, or vice versa, like a plus minus a, right? Now let's go to the new topics. These were the old topics. Here are the new topics: division and multiplication of integers, multiplicative inverse and properties of integers. Now let's study about multiplication of integers first, right? Now positive into positive is equal to a positive number. These are the properties basically. So negative into negative is equal to positive number. Positive into negative, negative, and vice versa is equal to negative. Right, now for remembering this, I'll tell you something. So basically in addition, whenever you get a question like let's say -2 plus 4, that's basically 2, right? Now basically here what did we get to know through this science? That which operation we will get, right? Now in multiplication, what do we get to know by these signs? Like let's say, let's take the same example, just -2 into 4, right? Now what would be the answer here? We will get the answer as -8. Now why? So basically in multiplication through the signs we get to know that which sign we will put with the answer. Okay, like here we got to know which operation to do, right? Which operation to do, and here we get to know which sign to be put with the answer. Which sign with the answer, right? So that's the basic difference which you need to know, right? And this is a very easy topic, right? Easier than addition, because in multiplication and division only the thing is that you just need to see the signs and just put the sign, whatever sign comes out after doing that, with the answer. That's so simple, right? Now let's see some examples. Now plus 5 into plus 5 is equal to 25, because we have plus and plus, so 25. Now plus 2 into minus 20, so we have different signs, so we will put a minus sign in the answer. So 2 into 20 is 40, so we will get a minus 40, right? Now minus 5 into minus 20, we have minus and minus, we have the same signs, so 5 into 20 is equal to 100, and we put a positive sign. Now minus 100 into plus 2, so we have the different signs, so we will put a negative sign with the answer, and 100 into 2 is equal to 200, so we'll get a minus 200, right? Now let's go to the division of integers. The same method, just the sign of the operation is different, that's division. Okay, so basically plus 15 divided by plus 5 is equal to 3, so we'll divide the numbers, and this, as the signs are same, we'll put a positive number, right? Now plus 20 divided by minus 2, so 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10, and since the signs are different, we will get a minus 10. Okay, now minus 20 divided by minus 5, since the signs are same, we will get 4. Okay, 100 divided by plus 2, signs are different, again we will get a negative number, that is minus 50. Okay, now let's see the multiplicative inverse. Now when two numbers are multiplied and give the sum as 1, the numbers are called multiplicative inverse of each other. Examples are multiplicative inverse of 5. Answer is that first we will reciprocate. So it is basically number, right? Number into reciprocal of the number, right? Reciprocal of the number, okay, is should be equal to 1. Okay, now we'll reciprocate 5 upon 1 is equal to 1 upon 5. Now we will multiply 5 into 1 upon 5 is equal to 1. We'll just cancel 5 and 5 and we get a 1. Okay, now multiplicative inverse of minus 10. For the negative integers, we will reciprocate minus 10 upon 1 is equal to 1 upon minus 10. So now we will multiply minus 10 into 1 upon minus 10. We cancel minus 10 and minus 10. We get a 1. Okay. Now a, so this is the algorithm. A into 1 upon a is equal to 1. Okay. Now the next part we are going to study is the property table of integers, right? Now name of the property: closure, commutative, associative, and distributive. These properties you might have studied in the previous chapters or in the previous classes, right? So closure property is basically a plus b, a minus b, a into b, or a divided by b is an integer or is a number, whatever chapter. So according to the integers chapter, a plus b should be an integer, then only it is a closure property. So addition and subtraction and multiplication come under this property, okay, and not division, because minus 15 divided by 5 is not equal to 5 divided by minus 15, right? So now let's do the commutative property. So commutative property basically states that we add, subtract, multiply, or divide in any order should be equal to the same number, right? But then in addition and in subtraction only, addition and in multiplication only this property states, because in subtraction if you do 1 minus 20, right, here you get a minus 19, okay, but if you do 20 minus 1, right, what do you get? Sorry, minus 20 minus 1, you get a minus 21. So the answers are not same in the each statement. Now associative property is that we can solve three numbers by putting any two in the bracket, would be equal to the same answer, but that's not in subtraction and division, it is closed in addition and multiplication. Associative property is closed under addition and multiplication. Now the distributive property, a into b plus c is equal to ab plus ac. So you might have heard about the distributive property. It states that if we have 2, 3 and 4, these are the numbers. So 2 plus 3, okay, into 4, right? So we can state that as 4 into 2 plus 4 into 3. So in this case what do we get? 5 into 4, that is 20, okay. Now here 4 2s are 8, we get 8 plus 12, that is also equal to 20, okay. Now the same goes in the subtraction, right? So it is equal to AB minus AC. So it's basically the same, just the signs are different. So the distributive property is closed under the addition and subtraction, and in multiplication and division it's not at all applicable, because there is multiplication over addition and subtraction, right? Okay, alright. So thank you everyone. A big thank you to everyone for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you guys, and the quiz would come soon for this chapter. Alright, and you can watch my previous video here and subscribe my channel here. Thank you everyone.